Yeah, that was a sister. I had a great dialogue with the first sister that's pulling out in that van right there. I wish I could have got it on video, but that's all right. You know what I'm saying? She had to go take her mother, certain places and stuff like that. You know. See, I was wondering when those people, those brothers and sisters, when they stand on the corner and give the, like tell people their nationality and things of that nature and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? I didn't ask them what do they do. Do they go on the, I didn't ask them do they go on the inside and do all this stuff, like ask them and this and that and the third, because me myself, now not every so-called black person is not going to be willing to. I would say the majority of them gonna turn a deaf ear to this end. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna turn a deaf ear to it. You know. Yeah. I wish I could have like recorded that good dialogue that I seen with that sister or whatever. Yeah. How y'all doing? Y'all interested in wanting to learn y'all nationality, who y'all is, according to God? You from Judah. So, which y'all fill out an application, y'all put Judah, right? You'll be from the tribe. Come learn. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get built up a little bit more in the scriptures. And like I said, man, I wasn't trying to use no excuses. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I ain't trying to mess their day up or nothing like that. You know? All right. Learn who you are. Okay, I was holding the sign up because I'm trying to teach them who they are. You know, and they had one lady in the car right there. She was saying that she was that her father was Caucasian. That's what she said. You know. Yeah. Yes, indeed, man. Oh, what's up? Oh, I'm trying to teach my people who they are according to the Bible. You know, if you look on that sign, if you had to fill out an application, what would you call yourself? What would y'all call yourself?
I can't.
Oh, okay, all right, you can see, all right. Point to yourself on that sign right there. Like, okay, wait a minute, let me get the other sign. There you go. This is the one, gotcha. Look on that. Let's see, Judah, American Black, right there. Judah, American Black, right there.
We be black. Yeah, American black.
Yeah, American black. We was the reason why we was called those terms is because when the conquistadors came over here, the so-called white men, they conquered us, and after they conquered our people, they turned around and gave them a name, and our name was changed. If you look at Psalms 49:11, it says they called their lands after their own names. After they conquered us, they gave us another language and they gave us another land. I mean, another language and stuff like that. So the land that we're in now, we're in the land of our enemy. We got to go to our enemies for everything. If you look at Deuteronomy chapter 28, it's a perfect example of these curses. These are curses that was put up on our people because we didn't keep the commandments of the Most High God. And the purpose of these here is to get our people to come back to us so that God can, because our homeland is Jerusalem, according to Galatians 4:26. Galatians 4:26. I know I ain't gonna be able to give y'all very much information. Next time I have to write up me some literature and give y'all some flyers. That's what I do the next time instead of being out here like this here. Yeah. But yeah, man, that was my whole purpose, man, to show y'all. Go see, you got the Benjamin was the West Indian blacks because the West Indians. This is where the original black people are from West Africa over there. And so what they did, the Jamaicans, the Jamaicans, this would be their tribe, Benjamin, according to the Bible, right there. And so what happened was the land Jamaica just means the land of the water of land of water and land. That's all it means. So because see, Christopher Columbus, which was a Spaniard, went over there and conquered their land. Just like the Puerto Ricans. You know the Puerto Ricans, the Puerto Rican just simply means rich or poor. And they went over there and they stole all their riches and gold. That's what Christopher Columbus did. That's what the white man did. You see what I'm saying? And so the white man is the enemy according to God. The Bible calls him the enemy. And he's Esau in the Bible. He's red and hairy according to Genesis chapter 25:25. It gives a depicted description and characteristics of who Esau is. And Esau is known today for the biblical name for the so-called white man. You see what I'm saying? So we have been colonized. We have been programmed and conditioned, and we have been destroyed. You see what I'm saying? Like doing slavery and stuff. You're saying all these things are just a curse. It's a curse to call yourself outside of your God-given nationality. This is what God called you, Judah. Your enemy called you black. Benjamin, West Indian blacks. This is what your enemy called the Jamaicans, the West Indian blacks. God, you're a Levi, the priest in the Bible, right? Levi. The Levi would be the priest in the Bible, So they after they was conquered, they call them Haitian, which means the hell that they go through over there. But God called them your enemy. Your enemy called you this. This is after they conquered you. Now, Puerto Rican. This is the one we was talking about. Puerto Rican would be the head tribe of the Northern Kingdom. You see what I'm saying? These were the main. These people and Manasseh, which would be the so-called Cubans. These people went off and mixed with the other nations. That's what they did. That's in Hosea chapter 7 and verse 8. It says, Ephraim has mixed himself amongst the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned. Meaning that you see some of the Puerto Ricans, some of them look white. But they're not actually white. They're actually Israelites according to the Bible. Because see, we've been fed lies all our whole life. And we've been told that we was African American, black. We've been told these different things. But it's because we have been embedded with the lie of Esau, the so-called white man. And when we say, I don't know if y'all ever heard they say that, like you hear it all the time, the white man, I don't know if y'all ever heard that, they say the white man is the enemy, the devil, right? When they say the white man, or when you may be hearing me saying it for the first time, the white man is the devil, we're not saying that he is the enemy just to be saying it. It simply means that they are the number one deceivers on the planet because they fit all the characteristics of what we're talking about. They kill it, going all over and killing everybody and all that kind of stuff, going in the stores and doing shooting sprees and all that kind of stuff.
I don't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
I know we have to leave in a second.
Okay, yeah, I know. I ain't going to hold you long.
How I was raised, that we're all God's children, no matter what our nationality
I was going to get to that because I knew that was going to come out of your mouth.
But no matter what our nationality, we're all God's children. God said, do not judge my people because he is our number one judge. He judges us. So we cannot judge
but we have to,
what the people do.
Huh?
Even though they do wrong by us, they got to always seek God. That's the last person they're going to see, and that's going to be their judge.
Judging.
Not the man on the bench.
But look, let me ask you this, do you know God set judges up? If you look in the book of Judges 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, it tells you that God set up judges on the earth. He set us up as judges on this planet to judge righteously. When they say judge people, it's not talking about, oh, don't look at me and judge me or whatever. It's talking about judging in righteousness. The Most High God is dealing with right. He said, judge not, John 7:24, it says, judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteously. That means, like, I can't look at you and judge you and say, oh, your nationality is of a Puerto Rican or whatever. I got to ask you. You see what I'm saying? I can't just make that judgment and say, oh, that's what you look like. You see what I'm saying? Or you look black, because you guys you have East Indians that look black, but that doesn't mean that we are the same people, even though we look alike. You see what I'm saying? That was my whole point. Some of the points about making up about the judging and stuff like that. But when people say we're all God's people and stuff like that, if you look at the Bible, you know how they say God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, to use that text to say to push it around the world and stuff like that. If you look at that in the context of Isaiah chapter 45 and 17, it says, Israel shall be saved in the Lord, which is everlasting salvation. You should not be ashamed nor confounded. World without end, with no S on that. So when you're dealing with that word world, there are multiple of worlds in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? They got the world of they got the fish world, they got the sea world, and this is all in First Chronicles. In First Corinthians, it tells you that, you know, they got the world of the beast, they got the world of they got the fish of the sea, they got what else they got the walls, they got their own world, they got the dog world and stuff. But in the Bible, in what's that scripture? In what's that? Hebrews 7:3. Hebrews 7:3. It says, through him the worlds, with an S on it, were framed. Now, if you go back to John 3:16, it just says God so loved the world. So the only world, the world that God is talking about as far as salvation, he's talking about Israel. You see what I'm saying? Israel is that world that he was talking about. Yeah, his chosen people. You see what I'm saying? Everybody was not chosen. You see what I'm saying? But he only chose the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American people, which are the real Jews according to the Bible. You see what I'm saying? Because if you ask every other nation, how you would know who the real Jews are, all you got to do is just, when you just look at the state, when you ask us a question, where we from, or you ask us this, a lot of us gonna tell you African American and black and stuff like that. And that's how you know in Isaiah 1:3, it says, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel does not know, my people does not consider. You ask the East Indian who they are, they're gonna tell you East Indian. You ask the French man where he go back to, he gonna say, oh, I'm French. They're gonna proudly say it. You ask the East Indian man, you ask the Chinese, which would be Moab according to the Bible, you ask them where they from, they gonna tell you they from China or whatever. Every other nationality, they got a culture but us. We call it ourselves a color in a crayon box. You ain't really black, brother. You are a brown, you know, because there's different shades of brown. You know what I'm saying? We come in different colors and different shades. You know, your pants is black, like your pants, they black, but your skin is brown. You see what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is that you look like, if you look at the East Indians, they call it, they some of them dark, but they don't call themselves after color like we do. You see what I'm saying? They just say that they can tell you what their nationality is. That's all they do. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, I ain't gonna. Oh, I don't attend no religion. Israel is the church.
You read your Bible, you just...
Yeah, see, the Bible's a history book. Yes, it's not a religious book. Religion was given to us, like when people say, read certain scriptures in the Bible, and they say that slave servants obey your masters and all that type of stuff. They use that to say, and I used to say the Bible was the white man's book and all that kind of stuff. But what they did during slavery, they took the original scroll. They stole the Bible. Let me give you another example, and I'm gonna add it with this in. Have you ever heard people say that we supposed to obey the laws of the land? Y'all ever heard that term before? Obey the laws of the land? What they did, they took and they stole the Hebrew scrolls and stole a lot of that from the Bible, and they took parts out that would be misunderstood. And then they would turn around and they would present it to us in a way where it says, servants obey your masters and all that kind of stuff, signifying like you supposed to obey them. But they wouldn't give it to you in the context in slavery. They would give you something out of context, and that was the purpose of enslaving our people. Because if you think about slavery, who was in slavery? The Israelites. Moses, who Moses was dealing with in Egypt? Y'all know about Moses and Pharaoh and yeah. So Moses was only dealing with one group of people. He wasn't dealing with everybody on the whole earth. So when people say God loves everybody, no, we have enemies on this planet. You know what I'm saying? It's all through the Bible. It's proof that. But God is going to come back and stuff. And I said, when I go into 2022, I was going to make my business is to overcome some things and move. And I say I'm doing better. And I'm still asking the Most High is to work on me and make me better. So while I'm doing it, I'm just encouraging my people to do the same thing I'm doing to the best of my ability. You know, that's all I'm doing. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna write out some stuff, some pamphlets and stuff, and I'm gonna like if I be out here again and I see y'all again, I'll give y'all some pamphlets.
So you normally here?
Yeah, I be out here. Yeah, I'm out here all the time anyway. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cause I know we got to go.
Because I ain't gonna hold y'all up in that.
Well, thank you.
Oh, you
thank
are.
You.
Yeah, you are.
All
right then. All right then. Y'all have a. All right. Same to y'all. So I think that was good. Yeah. So I think what I'm gonna do. The Bible say be circumspect. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get up out of here, and we gonna come back and we'll talk a little more. I ain't gonna stay out here too long. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna upload this and put this on YouTube. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go and put this on YouTube. Hey, how you doing, brother? Yeah. All right. So I just used the information that I had. I don't know how this is going to sound, but I had to hold the phone in my hand because I really couldn't. I don't really know if I actually got them on camera. You see what I'm saying? But I am still going to have to get built up in the faith and everything. But what I'm gonna have to do is like write up some I might have to take some of them posters I got and put some of the information on there instead of me just talking to people. Just find a way, some kind of way is to make up me some pamphlets and stuff like that, you know? Right. I should have, you know what? I should have went over there. The man that was coming out of the grocery store Save-A-Lots or whatever. I should have went on ahead and talked to him and stuff like that, you know. But what I'm doing, I'm trying to. My best is to be circumspect. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like they say, be led by the Most High, be led by the Spirit of the Most High. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna go ahead on and close this out. But I know God had rejected Samuel from being king over, not Samuel, but my bad, not Samuel, but he rejected Saul from being king over Israel. And then the Most High, he asked David, how long wilt thou mourn for Saul? For see, I have rejected him from being king over Israel. But he says that he has not rejected you, but he have rejected me. You see what I'm saying? So, in the meantime, I'm gonna see y'all later here. We're gonna talk a little bit later.